Welcome to math class. Today we are going to talk about lines and parts of lines and curves. God really did two things when he spoke the world into existence, and your eyes see that mathematical speech that he created things with as two different types of lines. You see a part of a straight line and you see curved lines. Those are the two primary shapes, lines, that God uses to create all the different textures and things that you see all over the place. So we're going to talk about those mathematically today. Won't be difficult. You're good at this. This is a part of a line. Okay? So that's a part of a line, and you would use that to draw all kinds of things. The other thing that you would need to use would be a curved line. Means that it is not obviously straight. That's called a curve. Not difficult. All right, so you can put these two things together in all manner of different ways and come up with different shapes and different geometric expressions of life in math, and you really are only using these two things, and that's it. If I were to draw this type of thing, what type of line, am I using part of a line, or am I using a curve? Well, I'm using a curve, a bunch of curves going around and around and around. If I am drawing this geometric shape, I am only using parts of lines. Okay? Not difficult. Your alphabet, what you use to write all the beautiful letters in your sentences, made up of lines and curves. If I write this letter, it is made up of only parts of lines. If I draw this letter, it is made up of part of a line and a curve. Two curves, as a matter of fact. If I use this letter, it is only using a curved line. So what you're going to be challenged with today, which will be more fun, I think, than challenge for you, you will have to use your powers of observation to notice whether it is fully straight or has a little curve in it. But you're going to be discerning, that means deciding which is true, for straight lines, for parts of lines, and curves. If I were to draw this picture on the board, okay, let's take this out. We'll just put this in the middle. We'll take these out too. All right, if you were to look at this picture, you would say, well, that's a flower, Mrs. Lecce. Well, Mrs. Lecce does not draw flowers as beautifully as God does. However, we can look at this flower and we can count which parts are using parts of lines and which are using parts of curves. So clearly you have a part of a line here, a part of a line here, a part of a line here. So that's 3. Line, line, that's 5. Okay, so you have 5 lines. How many curves do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pretty easy to make all kinds of shapes. If you were to just draw a shape on your paper right now, it would have combinations of parts of lines and parts of curves. If you were to draw a shape that had, let's say, 5 parts of lines, could look like this. Is that the only way that I can draw a shape with 5 parts of lines? No, I could draw a shape that looks like this. Does that have only using parts of lines? Yes. When two lines meet at a vertex or at a corner, it's still just 2 straight parts of lines meeting. It's not a new way of drawing anything. So you can also do curves. You could do, what if you had a shape and I said, draw a shape with two parts of lines and 1 curve. You give it a try on your paper. Well, I might do this. 2 parts of lines, and then I might do a curve to connect it. Well, that kind of looks like a baseball diamond. You guys want to go play baseball? That sounds fun. All right, now I'm going to wheel you over to my friend over here that I drew, and I want you to look at him. He's pretty cute. I want you to count how many parts of lines I used and how many curves I used to create this black line drawing. You're only counting the black lines. I want you to count both. I'll give you a moment, or you can pause the video. Actually, pause the video. All right. Let's count them. Let's start with our lines first. So if we have parts, I'll get a darker color here. Parts of lines and curves. Let's count. Which should we count first? Okay, we'll count the lines first. Lines are straight, and so we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 parts of lines. Let's see how many curves we had. We have 1, 2, 3, inner eyes, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I miss one? Oh, I did. I missed one right here. 8. This line right here is number 8. Notice that if you have two curves connected to each other, you still have to count that as one curve and then another curve. All right? You are going to take out your workbook now, and you are going to look at the pages there and follow the instructions, counting some lines and some curves and tracing around them and following those directions. I look forward to seeing how you enjoy lines and curves. Thanks.